Come out of 10 days of silent meditation. About an hour ago. Feels very strange talking again. I had all these things to say and now I feel almost unable to talk. It's been one of the most intense experiences I've ever had. 10 days of silence, meditating every day, getting up at 4 AM, going to bed at 9 PM, and just intermittent sessions of meditation, totals up to about 8 or 9 hours of meditation every day. In the beginning it was very difficult. Every day of the first 4 days I wanted to quit. Just felt it was too much. It felt like being in prison in the beginning, and then just so many intense thoughts, thinking about death and thinking about really heavy stuff, the death of friends and family, and what that would mean for me and what that would mean for them, and what it would mean if I died and how that would affect other people, and then just things I regret in life, ways I wish I could improve myself, and ways I wish my family could be different. Lots of really heavy thoughts, and then when I wasn't doing that, meditating the rest of the time. So for the first 3 days, the meditation takes the form of just focusing on the breath inside, the feeling of air inside your nostrils, and the sensation above your top lip, and that's it. And all you have to do is try and focus on that sensation, which might sound simple, but it's incredibly difficult in the beginning. And then on the 4th day, suddenly we're introduced to Vipassana, which is the awareness of sensations all throughout the body. And so we're told to start at the top of the head and work our way down through the body, noticing the sensations. And so the idea is that all you do is notice sensations and don't have a reaction to them. So sometimes it's very easy. It's a very simple flow. You can move the sensations very quickly across the body and notice the sensations in adjacent parts of the body and just move it in a flowing fashion. And that's very comfortable and easy. Sometimes you get stuck and you can't feel the sensation in a certain part of the body, and that can be frustrating. Or when you sit for an entire hour, so 3 times a day after that, for an hour each, you have to sit without moving at all, and that creates loads of stress and pain in the body. My back and my knees were killing me, and other parts of the body at different times, and so it's really frustrating and you really want to move. But the whole idea is remain equanimous. Don't react to the sensation, just observe what's happening and feel. Don't have an emotional reaction. Don't feel positive about the things which is hard not to have. Like some of the things feel really good, and some of the sensations. Like the first time I got the flowing sensation of my body, I felt like I had this circle about 10 centimeters in diameter, and I could just move it everywhere in my body, and wherever it went, there was tingling sensations all over my body. And sorry, my face is dark. I'm going back to the sun, silhouetted, and the tingling sensations everywhere. It was incredible. And so then I couldn't get that feeling again, and so I was just craving for that feeling. And the idea is that when we crave for things, we feel bad, and then we get the negative feelings and we feel aversion to them, we try and push them away, and that makes us feel bad. And so the meditation is kind of a training to not have those feelings in real life on the things. So all those things I mentioned before that I was thinking about, the really heavy things I feel, and smaller things as well. Every moment we feel like aversion to something, or we feel like something's really good. And when we feel something's really good, it builds up this need to have it again in the future. And so the idea is not that we shouldn't feel good or bad at all, but just that we should have a more balanced reaction to things, and not be driven so much by not being aware of how we feel. And so the meditation is a kind of a training mechanism to deal with that better in our actual life. So outside of the meditation room, it's actually well, it's difficult in meditation. I was going to say it's easier in the meditation room, but it's even difficult there. You're so focused on the task at hand that you begin thinking that it matters whether you actually can have the flowing sensation or whether you can't sense a certain part of your body, and that doesn't matter at all really. That's just a tool in order to allow us to develop our equanimity. And so that's really difficult. And at times I could focus for about 20 minutes on the task. The focus was really hard. Like the two things you need are focus and equanimity. And when you've got those two things going together, then you're really building your skill to be more equanimous in everyday life. And that was really, really tough. Yeah, but it's a slow process, and it's been 10 days of solid meditation, no eye contact with anybody, a couple of times by accident, kind of when you walk past each other, sharing a room with a guy. I spoke to him on the first day, but then we didn't make eye contact or speak at all for the next 10 days. I didn't speak to anybody. We sit in silence in the dining hall, walk around. It's really peaceful and calm, and it's a beautiful place. I'll show you around. This is the best tree in the garden where some people go and hang out. I spent time jumping around with these rocks over here, which I probably wasn't supposed to do. There's like a rock of circles around this tree. I'll come back over here so you can have a better look at it. That's the tree. You see a circle of stones around it. Spent a bit of time over here. Loads of lizards in this tree. You might find one now. There's usually one hiding under here. There you go. Maybe you can see in that crack, or maybe it's too dark. I don't know. There's a lizard in there, and there's lizards all over it. There's like little crevices in the bark, and then this circular thing over here, this tube, pretty nice to lay on in the sun. It's been really hot. It's been like 34 degrees probably on most days in the middle of the day. I've got this thing down here, this piece of wood, and because I found a crack that was exactly the same shape, and nobody's moved it for the 8 days. It's just remained there. And then he's been doing all these strange sort of ritualistic behaviours almost to try and keep myself occupied. Here there's a little tree growing in a tree, and it looked like it was dying, so I started giving it water every day, and it seems to have flourished. I've given life to the tree. And lots of ants, not many mosquitoes, and just loads of lizards, yeah. And then I'll walk you around the grounds now. So these are the housing blocks here. People sleep. They're pretty basic, but it's all free. It's all paid for by volunteers. And just doing a little video for YouTube. So here we go. We're allowed to talk now. Okay. We got an American Taiwanese guy here. I think everyone else is Taiwanese. This is the meditation hall over there behind me. You can go and have a quick look in there. No one's meditating at the moment. If there were, I'd have to be in there too. Actually, no, you don't always have to be in there. So there are mandatory sessions of meditation, and then there are sessions where we generally start in there, but then you can move to your quarters, move to your room, and do some meditation there. So just gonna have a look here, a bit of whisper, in case anyone's inside. No one's in. So that would be like the worst edition of Big Brother or some reality TV show ever. If you film this experience, like everyone's just total silence walking around, especially in here. Everyone's just sitting there, eyes closed for the entire time. But that's the idea. Shurakta issues, I've put them there. So this is the centre in Kaohsiung in the south of Taiwan. I think there are a few hundred centres around the world now. Don't quote me on that though, but you can just Google Vipassana, Vipassana, and you'll find a few different websites. If you want to Google your local country or city, just put that word in, and I'm sure you'll find what's nearby. Let's have a look at my room, and then I'll sign off. This video is getting a bit long probably. Sunny day, as you see. Oh, I'll show you some views. It's just outrageously good views, like mountains, the clouds have been nice, and the stars at night have been amazing. Like especially, and the moon, it's been full moon as well, which has been pretty awesome. Shoes off, and here's the room, is our roommate. Oh. There you go. It's pretty basic. You see, my bed is a bit of a mess. Frankie keeps his nice and tidy. You got the bathroom there. And I shall say goodbye, see you next time.